All right, what is up, gamers? What is good? It is the morning of September 12th, 2025. We got a new Nintendo Direct coming up in just about 10 minutes. I'm starting this video early because I wanted to just have an opportunity to do a little predicting, a little yapping, try to see if we can figure out what's going to be in this thing, because right now I think that's a pretty big question mark. So, we do know some stuff coming up. There's Metroid Prime 4, obviously, but I could see this having like a decently sized trailer. But we've already seen some amount of stuff about it. It's not like it would be a huge bombshell. There is a playable demo of it already at some public events. So I think this is going to be like a couple things shown. I feel like there are still kind of big surprises left in this game, like mechanically, or maybe side modes, maybe the return of Metroid Prime Hunters as a multiplayer option, which I think is a very underrated competitive FPS that had a lot of interesting mechanics going on. So I think something like that basically they're kind of holding off on giving too much juice to this because they had other titles people wanted to focus on. But now that that's kind of next up for big single-player experience, I think they'll spice it up a little bit. They'll add something to the sauce. There's also Kirby Air Riders, which already had a dedicated direct that was like 45 minutes long. But I do think there will be space to show like one new thing, a new character, or something. Because it ended with like a little stinger trailer showing Galactic Knight, I think his name is, this kind of like alternate universe Meta Knight, coming in some sort of cinematic cutscene that suggests maybe there is a more substantial story going on here, which would be kind of crazy. And also shows that they're gonna make a big deal out of character inclusions in Kirby Air Riders. That there may be more to be revealed in that category, almost like Smash Bros. Now, if Sakurai thinks that people are as hyped for new Kirby Air Ride characters, which are all from the Kirby universe, and in this much more niche game, if he thinks people are going to be as excited for that as they are Smash Brothers, he's crazy. But it does seem like they're going to try to go with like a similar marketing style. So I think there'll be like a character trailer. There's also Pokemon AZ. I could see them showing a new Mega. It's all of the Megas have leaked in some capacity in the form of very funny little drawings. And those leaks have been proven 100% accurate at this point. So we know that there's like 20 Megas coming in this game. And so far they've been doling them out at roughly a weekly pace, with some very fun, very silly trailers. Now, of course, Pokemon has kind of its own marketing infrastructure. It doesn't usually take up much time in Nintendo Directs. But this is an hour-long Direct. This is the longest non-new console Direct Nintendo has ever done. I think there should be space and definitely a good opportunity to do a new Mega trailer. And then after that, that's kind of like all we got. As far as I can think, at least, there are no other big Nintendo titles that we know are in the pipeline. So let's talk about new stuff. Of course, the biggest one for me and everyone else is new Mario. But I'm going to put this as extremely unlikely. I think they are very, very happy and proud of Donkey Kong Bonanza, as they should be. That is a phenomenal game. I absolutely love it. And Nintendo games, it's not like they have, a major blip in traffic and then nobody is playing them after the first month or so. They're games that in a sense are kind of slow burns, as, a lot of the target demographics of Nintendo games, kids, families, more casual gamers, whatever, don't necessarily have like the lifestyle or the prioritization to just play every major new game exactly on the week that it's released. This is another reason that Nintendo games like never go on sale because the sales are steady and people are still, finding their first opportunity to play this game like a year from now. So why would they lower the price? It's not like sales have dropped off, so why would the price drop off? So I would be very surprised if they made another Mario game that kind of exists in that same space where these kind of more casual fans are going to go, oh, well, then I'll just buy the new Mario game if that's an option. That's the one I'll go for. I think that would just be a little too crowded. So I'm going to put this as extremely unlikely. New Animal Crossing. This is one that I think is probably second biggest deal to me, insofar as that would guaranteed kind of take over my life for a while. I'd say this is possible. Very possible. It's been 5 years since New Horizons. I guess about 3 years since major content updates for it stopped. New Horizons, I know, is quite divisive among Animal Crossing fans, but I had a great time with it. I do think it's flawed, but I very happily put like 1,000 hours into it or something ridiculous. Of course, that was over COVID. And honestly, right now, the idea of a new Animal Crossing just fills me with FOMO. There's no way I would be able to devote the amount of time to it that I would like. I'm very, very busy these days with all sorts of other competing priorities, and the prospect of fitting in like at least like half an hour of Animal Crossing per day, which is kind of the rate at which I wanted to play New Horizons when it came out, is just totally untenable. Just very, very unlikely to happen. And I think the idea of my friends and family, my mom especially, enjoying it and stuff, I'd feel a lot of FOMO. My prediction, though, is that if they do make it, the gimmick, kind of in line with a lot of other Nintendo games lately, is open world. Now, it sounds insane to say open world Animal Crossing game. That feels like kind of an oxymoron or a contradiction or whatever. But I can visualize it in my head. Like, imagine like a true city, not just a little village. And it's like you are in charge, you are in control, to the extent of other Animal Crossing games, of like one village, one neighborhood, one kind of shopping street or small suburb or whatever, in just like a big sprawling city where you can just kind of go around and do stuff. Kind of returning to the idea of City Folk, where the city was this separate zone that you didn't really have as much control over, but you could visit and do stuff in, and your friends could meet you there and stuff like that. I think I can like really clearly kind of like visualize it very evocatively, the experience of just like getting on a subway in the Animal Crossing world, like running through a big shopping mall in the Animal Crossing world, and it's very enticing to me. It's very exciting. But basically, my feeling is like Nintendo only recently seems to be very confident in doing these big worlds, and now we're seeing that manifest in Mario Odyssey and the latest Zelda games and Donkey Kong and Mario Kart World. And it feels like it might be a good fit here. I don't know. I think that would be controversial for sure. I think there's people that would really dislike the fact that it went away from kind of the routine mechanics of the game. But I don't know. I'm interested. I'm curious. Other ones that are quite possible. New Splatoon. I think like Splatty 3DX, very possible. It seems like they want to continue doing content updates for that game. They're still really pushing it as like a competitive game, or as close to Nintendo as can get as that. So why not re-release it on the Switch to get a big major content expansion. Likewise, I think SSBU DX, very possible. Right now, Sakurai is working on Kirby Air Riders and has been for a while. So I really doubt that it's going to be like a brand new Smash Bros. Game for a while at least. But I do think it's crazy if they don't go to that money that's on the table. I think there could be content update for Mario Kart World, but just costumes, characters. I think we're still too early for like new tracks, although I'm sure there will be eventually new track updates. But I think they're crazy if they don't add more Donkey Kong costumes, baby Pauline, I guess she's not a baby, child Pauline, whatever, and maybe K. Rool or something with some costumes to celebrate DK Bonanza, you know? What else? What else? New Fire Emblem. It's about time. What do you got? We got a countdown going? Oh, baby. Okay. I think this or new Xenosaga. One of these. And new Zelda! Ah! Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. This is very cute. I think they've used this before, something quite similar. It's very fun that this is like what they think of when they think of good graphics. I think this is meant to be like a wow. We are in the next generation of graphics. And instead of like photorealism, they're just going for like very fun jelly-like textures and cool refraction and stuff. Mario Maker! Is it Mario Maker? Oh my god, is it Mario Maker 3? I didn't even think about this. Oh, brother. Could it be? I don't know. Actually, maybe not. This is just the comprehensive history of... There's Odyssey, yeah. And then we take it all the way back to... It's the 40th anniversary! Holy... Wow! Wow! Thank you, man. This is still a fun game. I'll go there someday. That's so cool. Wow. Amazing. Very cool. Sure. Okay. New game, though? No way that the only announcement is museum. Yeah, sure. Went to it in Osaka. Very good. Oh. This is... This is alright. But there must be something more. Marathon sponsorship. They're so crazy with it. Don't they realize that this is maybe their most anticipated Nintendo Direct? Like, in years and years. Okay, here we go. What do you... Mario Maker? Oh my... Oh, it's the movie. God damn, I got faked out again. It's just the Mario movie too. I meant to note this in my predictions, but I knew for sure that we'd talk about the Mario movie too. Now look, I'm not a Mario movie like hater. I think it's fine. I think it basically has the parts that are just trying to make like a Mario game and are just about like enjoying the world of Mario and the mechanics and movement of Mario and stuff are actually great. I actually really, really enjoy those. All right. Yeah. Sure. Cool. Makes sense. Rosalina. Who will play Rosalina? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Hunter Schafer play Rosalina. But I think the Illumination half, which is like all of the dialogue, all of the jokes, all of the needle drops, all of the characterization, all garbage. All just like shit from the ass for babies. Oh man. Okay, I don't want to hear from a guy at Illumination. It's like painful to see Nintendo stuff alongside like Minions and this is the Secret World of Pets, which I heard was ass. This is like Unflocked or whatever it's called. Unforgettable music. Why don't... Can you use some of the music then in the movie, please? Oh, brother. You don't know the half of it. Fortunate. You're fortunate you hacks have a job at all. You're fortunate that kids are so stupid. Okay. For some reason, saying every Mario era bothers me a little bit too. Like, he's not wrong, but like, I don't know. What are we, Taylor Swift fans? It's like a different type of evolution. It's not. What am I talking about? God damn it. This is like so... I can't believe this is how we're starting this shit. Okay. Alright, like, let's get through it. It's not even like I don't... It's not like I dislike any of these actors. Well, Chris Pratt's pretty terrible. But, like... It's just like... Oh my... I can't believe that they took Mario, like the greatest video game property of all time, and just put it in the trough of Hollywood slop and shoved its face in and went, yes, yes, make it strong, make it you stronger. Oh yeah, I don't know. I do sound like a hater, but there are aspects of that movie I really like. It just pisses me off all the more. Oh, it's Galaxy. Galaxy already got re-released. What? These games like just got a re-release though, didn't they? with the like Mario 3D pack or whatever. This is just that, but like fewer games. I mean, these are like some of the greatest games of all time. But I'm like not that excited because I already played these games like 10 years ago. I could have played them at any point. Actually, we just replayed them earlier this year, my boyfriend and I. Or I guess that was last year, but whatever. I can't believe this is how it's starting. Man, okay. Yeah, like the Mario movie, I think because there's parts of it that are so good and because I love Mario so much and just the idea of exploring the world of Mario like that is so enticing to me. It's just like all the more piss offy that like they do that and then they crack jokes that are like the exact same as every other Illumination movie and they're like not funny and they're like jokes for like a stupid 12-year-old to laugh at. Not just the 12-year-old, but a stupid 12-year-old. And it's so tedious, dude. Why is there a scene where like Mario and Donkey Kong talk about how they're both having a hard time living up to the expectations of their father? Who on the planet would ever ask for that? And I know it made $1 billion, but I'm convinced that all of these movies, not just Mario, but like if Minions was also like a plotless slurry of activity and action scenes and like basically I think these movies like trying to have plot and characterization are to their detriment because it's so cliche and so bad. Oh, this is cute. This is the cute amiibos. Okay. How far are we're 10 minutes in. But can we get can we get like games, please? Uh-huh. It, even as a developer, I think the developers more than anyone know how insane that was to do. Huh. Now that's very interesting. Don't tell me it's to tie in better with the movie's plot line, where Rosalina has an estranged relationship with her mom, which the physical storybook is pretty cool. I would try to get that. That might be hard to get. I don't know. Actually, they've been pretty good lately about these sort of like total fan service products. They I think they've been pretty good about making those accessible. Like, I think you can still get like the Zelda Game and Watch at like basically MSRP, which is insane to me. They don't really seem to care to like generate FOMO hype for these things. It's pretty rare when they do. Okay, okay. This is a new game, right? Oh, it's new Mario Tennis. Sure, okay. Uh the one on the Switch was okay. I like can't believe this is the order they're showing things in. What do you mean? That was in Mario Tennis N64. Oh, all right. Here's your gimmick. Uh huh. That's like really funny. Okay, okay, I get it. Cause I was like, this is the same as the one in the GameCube. But I get it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'm happy. This looks sick. They don't. Nobody likes the flower. I kind of like the flower. I don't know. This looks awesome. Whoa! Now I like this. This is like the Mario Wonder influence. I wonder if we'll see other Mario games use some Mario Wonder type mechanics and stuff. I kind of thought that that's what the new Mario Kart would be. Was Mario Kart Wonder? Whoa! Yo! Hell yeah! This is great, dude. It's like the GBC Mario Tennis RPG mode. Oh, that. All right, that changed it from I'd like to get this so I can play with my friends to like day one. The tennis RPG mode. Hell yeah. Yeah, the racket account, that's pretty smart. Alright. This is great. What else? What else we got? What else? They're ramping it up. They're ramping it up. Oh, it's Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder DLC? Ah. Makes sense. Makes sense. What will they add? Hmm. Hmm. Ooh. It's a lot of new levels. Look, it's a Phanto. Y'all remember the Phantos? Hmm. Oh, okay, so this is all multiplayer focused stuff. Okay, this seems pretty fun. Yeah, this looks great. Alright, yeah. You can F with each other. This new bubble cannon thing is pretty sweet. Oh, that's what the Phantom mask is. Play some tag. That's great. Oh, that's fun. This is the sort of thing people would do in like New Super Mario Bros. For fun, like carrying Luigi without him moving and stuff. Whoa, wait, that's so sick. That's so clever. All right, yeah, yeah. I like it. I like it. Sounds fun. Hmm. I like it. I hope that they're just adding more levels too, like more normal platformer levels. Oh. All right, cool. Yeah, all right. Sweet. Maybe the Bell flowers are like green stars, just new collectibles in previous levels. uh, it seems like there's also like Wendy Okupa shows up, the Koopalings. Oh wait, are the Koopalings in this game? No, right? Yeah, no, I don't think so. But yeah, there's a lot of new stuff. Did you see Pipe Rock? Pipe Rock Plateau? Pipe Rocks are real. Look up Pipe Rock Theory. Wow. Not an interactive product. So silly. Alright, here we go. This will be the grand finale. I'm still kind of like Mario Maker 3. Oh, it's Yosh. A new Yoshi game? 3D Yoshi game? Huh. Okay, I mean, I didn't expect new 3D Mario. I did start to expect Mario Maker, but this looks pretty cool. Whoa! Well, that is a crazy daisy. Oh, this looks sweet. What? What the? Oh shit. It's. Whoa. Okay, but what about the egg mechanics? Does this have the mechanical depth of Yoshi's Island? Oh shit. Okay, it becomes like experimentation physicsy kind of thing. Wow. Oh no, what's wrong with this guy? Someone's having an upset stomach. Nah, this looks sweet. Oh hell yeah. That looks very, very cute. I'm a big fan already. I like this. This kind of puzzle solvey explory gameplay. I like the emphasis on like the creatures because Yoshi games uh they've had like a pretty consistent collection of critters that have consistent properties and stuff. Yeah, so that was the Mario segment. It's very odd to me, this sort of continued support of the Switch One, but it makes sense, I guess. Alright, we got third-party games up in here. The hell is this? Ah. Sure. Okay. Pretty happy with all those. Very slow start. I can't believe they went Nintendo Museum, which is awesome, but like the vast majority of people watching this cannot feasibly go to. Even the vast majority of Japanese watchers are probably unlikely to go. Then the movie, which is like this very annoying, disappointing thing for me. And then I was like, oh my god. And then, oh, the marathon sponsorship. But then it started ramping up. Then we started getting some pretty sweet stuff, that's for sure. New tennis looks great. Oh boy, farming. Dinkum. Huh. Oh, it looks kind of cute. I like these sort of like stop motion-y graphics. Yeah, I don't know. This looks alright. Looks cute. Um, but yeah, the new Yoshi game, I really like the idea of it there. Building an encyclopedia of Yoshi enemies, something I did many times recreationally as a kid. I hope they have the right taxonomy, or I'll be very disappointed. Interesting that we didn't see Shy Guys. Shy Guys, in my mind, are some of the most iconic Yoshi game enemies. Maybe they have some sort of special role in this one as kind of like the special form of enemy. You know, they have so many different variants and so many different funny behaviors and stuff. I could see them saving some sort of mechanic for Shy Guys specifically. Oh, and the Switch 2 edition of Mario Bros. Wonder looks pretty sweet. It's like Poyo, but only that part was like Poyo. I don't know, sure. Fuck you to the colorblind people, I guess. I don't know. It looks fun. Friend slop. Nintendo, I think, has not really leaned into friend slop that much. Like, you can look at something like the new. Oh, that was like that game with the snake. um, like you can look at the new multiplayer in like Mario Party or in Mario Bros. Wonder and be like, oh, that's kind of like friend slop, and it's like kind of like friend slop. Oh shit, it's Tomodachi Life Return. I forgot that was also something that got announced. That's so crazy to me. When is the game coming out? I totally forgot this got announced. It looks like they've made the Mii editor even more substantial. For a while, my boyfriend and I were having a lot of fun making Miis. Playing a game where you start making the Mii and then the other person has to guess who you're making as soon as they can. Very, very fun game. Highly recommended. This is the Napa cabbage. Enjoy your whole cabbage, miss. Loves cabbage. Oh man, these games are so silly. What the? Whoa, it's the Super Scope. All right. Breaking news. Oh my gosh. Hmm. It's the least specific specification you can. I guess I didn't say first half 2026. All right. Lots of stuff coming out next spring. This is a pretty niche title, but it has quite a cult following, and I think it's like people are like so eager for stuff like this. I was gonna say this too with the idea of a new Animal Crossing. Uh, wait, what? But, huh? Like, what? All of those were also available on Switch too. There's no way Tomodachi Life is a Switch One exclusive. Okay. Uh, crispy. When? I think it would be good to launch a new Animal Crossing as soon as they can, because you want a reason for people to be using the console like every day. You want something that will make them pick it up as every single day, because that's what's going to lead more frequently to playing other games too. Like you play your little Animal Crossing session and then go, oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna like finish off Donkey Kong, or I'm gonna check out the eShop and grab some random indie title or whatever. Um, you just need to get people in the position where they can make those choices easy. Uh, oh yeah, I forgot this was coming to Switch too. Will I finally play it? Maybe. Being able to play it portably is a big plus for me to want to do it. But I was actually replaying Final Fantasy VII not too long ago. I was really enjoying that. But I don't know. I just stopped having the time. I've expressed some like things I disliked about this game in the past, but I think I owe it to myself to play it. If not just so I can complain about it more specifically. uh, what the? Huh. I see. Hades X Fortnite. Fortnites. Sure, sure. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of expecting an Animal Crossing or something. So far, we haven't had a total showstopper yet, but we are like halfway through. This is Hades 2. This is real Hades, Hades X Hades. Pretty sweet game. Exciting. It's been in early access for a while, I'm pretty sure. Hades 2. Like, you can play it right now if you want, is my understanding. Sure. I like this animation. It's pretty sweet. They really invested in this, which I think is a good move. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty sweet animation. But this is Nintendo Direct, folks. You have to show gameplay. This is the one showcase where we get to see gameplay. None of the other companies will ever show you gameplay. So we need to see gameplay here, folks. No gameplay? I guess they assume everyone. Oh, there we go. All right. Yay. Oh, hell yeah. Zoom, zoom, slap, slap, shoobity, zwap. And then they got, like, I'm fucking with this music, too. Sure. Oh yeah, pick one of three, baby. This is one of the innovators of pick one of three. I really do think this is sort of like Slay the Spire insofar as it really kind of invented this genre, or at least was the biggest force in popularizing it by far. And it's like still the best from my understanding. And the fact that what? 120 frames per second. Is that what we're doing these days? Can you guys tell? Can you guys honestly tell? 30 and 60, I think I can tell. But 60 and 120. I don't know if I can tell, man. That's very cute. Yeah, sure. Yeah, the fact that Slay the Spire 2 and Hades 2 are coming out around the same time is pretty interesting to me. Oh, this is the same as in Smash Bros. Sure. Cool. I think that's a very fun idea. I don't know if it was ever really that popular. I don't know if it really worked all that well. I like that too. That's kind of wild. And then it reflects the amiibo. They really are kind of like rolling out like a whole Kirby Air Riders franchise here. That's so funny. Bro, you talked for 45 minutes about it. It's time for another direct. I got another hour of shit to say. Oh man. Yeah, this I guess I knew was coming out. I don't really count this as a Nintendo game though. Huh. Alright, that's cool. This is news to me. I'm not a Zelda lore expert, that's for sure. But yeah, these games, not a whole lot of appeal to me. Because I like Zelda games for sure. But I'm not like huge into like Zelda fandom, you know? I just like the games, but I'm not like eager to go beyond that. And yeah, I never really cared about like the lore and stuff. Like I like the lore within the context of each game, you know? Like I think all of the kind of secret plots and Easter eggs and little world building details in individual games are awesome. And I think the story in each individual game is often quite solid and compelling. But, you know, it's simple but compelling. And That's all it needs to be. I don't really care about how the games connect to one another. I mean, I don't know. I guess it was like really cool playing Wind Waker and then seeing how it was like a familiar map but like flooded, and seeing how it's like in the far future and the species have evolved and stuff. I actually do kind of like fuck with stuff like that. But I guess at some point I just kind of lost it. I like lost track of what was happening because I don't know the plot of like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom at all. I didn't play those games. The open world doesn't have much appeal to me. What could this be? Whoa. Huh? Huh? What is this? Ah, this is the... Is like a Dragon Quest... Is it just a new Dragon Quest? If this is a new Dragon Quest, they're making it look like this is amazing. But I think this is Dragon Quest 7. I'm pretty sure that's the plot of Dragon Quest 7. So I think it's Dragon Quest 7 remake. Alright, sweet. It looks awesome. This art style is great. Yeah, this looks super sweet. Well, it's like graphics. Did you see? He had graphics, and he has like hairs. It's actually pretty cool, I think, this like super HD version of this art style. Nice, nice. I think that's one of the best liked ones. I think that's like the longest one, because that was kind of like that's the final 2D one. So that was them pushing content wise everything they could do 2D before they made the swap to 3D. Mm? Oh yeah, this thing. Sure. Okay. That's like very cute. I like it's like the dojo, man. It's the the Smash Dojo came back, but it's for Kirby Air Riders. It's like cuter because it's a franchise that people care about like 1% as much on average. No way. What? That's crazy. What? What? That's crazy, dude. Dude, imagine Gunpei was still alive. And they were like, guess what? We're making a Virtual Boy again. Your greatest shame, your greatest failure, your greatest sight of public humiliation. Now we're recreating it. That's so wild. That's actually so wild. What the fuck are they cooking? I mean, there's like I haven't played any of those games, and my understanding is that there's nothing wrong with the games. It's just that the console itself felt like shit. You're crazy for this, guys. You're crazy for this. I feel like it wasn't even like that the idea wasn't really genius and novel and stuff. It just was super, super poorly executed. And I don't know if this is going to be better executed, guys. I don't think people want to shove their face in that sort of thing and play video games. We're in an era where like actual VR gaming exists and people still aren't doing it because it's like not worth it. It says Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame 3 or 4 or something. Sure. Oh no. Oh, what? Hmm. If it was up to me, I would just stop following the Crimson Butterfly. Okay. Alright, sure. Remake. Remake. Reimagining. Integrate. Look, you're Kaido. Look, it's Law. Look, it's Shanks. Overcooked 2. Okay, camera play for that makes a lot of sense. It's very funny, very silly. Great game. Makes sense. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's good. Makes sense. Sure. We've got 20 minutes left. You know, they say Nintendo is worst when they're succeeding because they're very smart about when they play certain cards in their hands, and they don't want to release too much if they don't need to. They want to really play the long game and hold on to ideas and stuff for when they need them. And that's what we're seeing right now. Switch 2 sold a lot. They don't need to sell much more. So why have a new Animal Crossing? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. It's not like I dislike this game, man. I got nothing against it. I watch like other gamer showcases, and they're showing games that like actually like offend me on a moral level. So this is like fine, but I also like don't care. It's like satisfaction slop is a genre that we kind of had for a while, but I think we sort of moved through it quite quickly. All right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Take it away from me. What the heck? All right. We're going to play this. This looks so much easier. This looks like they decided not to make you suffer. But oh. Ah. Okay. Okay. Ah. I don't know why I would ever do that. That looks like hell. Actually, that just makes it. If you just communicate and stuff, then the game becomes like trivial, because you're always gonna have. You can have like so many options, you know. All right. I mean, we'll probably have to play it, and then I'll. It'll destroy my life. It's quite the game. It's quite the game, Suika game. Now, I'm pretty sure that got like its initial boost of popularity into being like a streamer core suffering game from OMSA, the Red Yoshi player. So OMSA, I think, is like quite responsible for having that be in the Nintendo Direct and there being a sequel in the first place. Okay. Here is our Metroid Prime 4. Here's something we haven't seen yet. You got a bike. Wait, that's kind of sick nasty. Wow. I never would have guessed this, but this is pretty sweet. Dude, nothing looks like this anymore. This is like an aesthetic that they've managed to bring all the way back from 2001. Huh. Samus ride bicycle. Wow. You get off bicycle and shoot stuff. I don't know. I'm like sure this game will be good. I'm excited for it, but I'm not like super eager to play it. I would rather play Metroid Prime Dread, or Metroid Dread, I guess. The fact that I still haven't played that is kind of embarrassing for me. Because the 2D Metroids I like a lot better than Metroid Prime. I like Metroid Prime alright, but the 2D ones I think are like fantastic examples of the genre. Whereas Metroid Prime is just sort of its own weird thing that fits into like no real genre. Oh, they showed the release date. I guess that was news. I thought it already had a release date. I don't know. But yeah, there's our one new thing, and here is Donkey Kong DLC. Is this spoilers? Wait, this is awesome though. Damn, man. I thought this would be the post game cuz I haven't finished it yet. I thought what I thought this would be like what happens after I beat the game. I mean, this makes me all the more curious as to what uh the post game will be. I assumed this was the post game, but this looks sweet. This mode actually looks so cool. Very very smart way to kind of encourage mastery of the mechanics. Roguelike! Collect a fossil and pick 3. Whoa, pick one of 3. What the? All right, yeah, this looks awesome. They're brilliant for this because they made the mechanics like so deep and satisfying. We can't only let speedrunners enjoy that. we have to make it normal. Ah. It's Donkey Roguelike. Roguelike Kong. Whoa, you can just turn. That's like a item you get. Nice. Cool. Of course. Ah, so good, man. Later today. Oh, it's paid. We're definitely gonna get that. But we gotta beat the game, man. We gotta beat the game first. Yeah, I was like so sure that was gonna be in the same way that the post game of Odyssey starts with the Mushroom Kingdom level. I was sure you would get to go to DK Island. That's so great, though. You can just burrow through DK's head. That's very fun. Okay. I thought it was going to be Mario Kart World new content. Oh, now we get some ZA stuff. This is probably a new Mega. Or actually, this doesn't look like ZA. This looks... What the hell could this be? This can't be... I don't think they'd show Gen 10. That'd be crazy. But this is definitely not ZA either. This is... What the... What the heck? You get to... Whoa. Pokemon Minecraft? Is Bulby. So now you turn into Bulbasaur and use Bulbasaur activities? And you're trying to make a habitat for all the Pokemon? Whoa! Wait, I like this even better than just turning into the Pokemon. Wait! No, I love this! They... Comfy survival crafter. But Pokemon, so I like it! Bro, those voxels? You telling me you can mine and build and dig? Huh? Yeah, show me a non-Gen 1 Pokemon, how about? Show me a non-Gen 1 Pokemon. Oh, there's Drillbur. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. I was gonna be pissed off if this was a Gen 1 or only game. Yeah, nah, this looks sick nasty. I kind of absolutely love this. Wouldn't it be funny if they showed like a Gen 10 Pokemon just like randomly? Nah, they're saving that for the 30th anniversary. There's Palmy, Ludicolo. There's a lot of Pokemon. All right, that's great. This looks great. I'm excited. They should have put this in the frickin' Pokemon Presents, which had like nothing. They should have saved this for that. Instead, they put it here, which already has other stuff. Okay, this looks awesome. This looks extremely, extremely cute. Oh, okay. This is ZA. This is probably a new Mega. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, we know. We know. Show the new Mega. Oh, other starters being highlighted. I think those guys get Megas, if I remember from the leak. This is like the Battle Royale mode, which actually looks pretty sweet. Like, I think if I had unlimited time and unlimited money, I would definitely be playing this game. It's just not a high priority. Yeah, these guys all get Megas. We already know Mega, Absol. Yeah, there it is. All right, here we go. We got 3 new Megas today. Oh, whoa. She do be riding her broom. All as leaked. I like the Greninjas upside down. Dragonite, which we already saw. Some other ones we've already seen. Mega Camerupt, I think, is super underrated. Those were the ones revealed just recently. I think it's just so funny that they made Megas, and then in the next game they were like, Megas are actually extremely cruel to the Pokemon. Ah, there's Zarude. Or no, not Zarude. What am I saying? What's that guy called? Well, whatever. What is that guy called? Not Zeraora, not Zarude. There's some third thing. Oh, it's Hoopa. I haven't thought about Hoopa in a while. What's going on here? Is this Gen 5 remake? What? What the heck? Mega Raichu? Bro, this didn't even get leaked. This did not get leaked. There was Megas unleaked. That's crazy. Mega Dimension. What the hell? What? Pre-order for what? It's paid DLC and the game's not even out yet. You guys are huffing crack for this one. they look so crazy. I like that those aren't his ears. He just gets those and ears. Crazy. Okay, we got like 5 minutes left. There's got to be a and one more thing. What is this? Is this another Blue or whatever that game was called? It looks like it. That was like a DS game. It was like a DS like survival. Oh, it's Danganronpa. Never mind. Okay, there's someone on Twitter whose tastes I really respect, who recently called out like Danganronpa 3 maybe as being like a really fantastic piece of writing, and I was like, really? No way. Cause like that, it just looks so goofy, man. Danganronpa 2x2. Okay. I think the bear did it personally. Just look at him. He's a creep. He's such a freaking creep. Okay. It's the Rot 3K Romance of the Three Kingdom. Wow, Dynasty Warriors Origins. They're going back to basics. This is like having like Monopoly Origins after it had every single brand collab of all time. These are the guys. I know these guys. They are the Three Kingdoms. And this is their romance. Okay. This is like crazy to me. This is like announcing the paid DLC before the game comes out. I think is just like the stupidest fucking idea ever. Like, why? I just don't understand. Like, how is the response not just like, well, okay, well then put it in the game. If you've already made it, put it in the game. What? What is this? Is this Monster Hunter? Yeah, okay. I smell something weird. What do I smell? And this isn't like a bit. I actually smell something weird. I'll worry about it. This should be over soon. But they definitely have and one more thing coming. And I think it's got to be Animal Crossing. I think it'll just be like a teaser. It'll be like the initial New Horizons teaser of just like Nook answering the phone and showing the title. That's my guess. And my guess is big world. Open world doesn't sound quite right to describe Animal Crossing, but big world is my guess as to like the gimmick of this one. A city folk type thing, but with big city vibes. That's my guess. Okay, now they're doing this sizzle reel thing. That looks cool. That looks very cute. Disgaea 7 complete. Wow. Will I ever have time in my life to play another Disgaea game? In a certain sense, I kind of hope not, because that means almost certainly something has gone wrong, like unemployment. We're not living in a city. uh, yeah, it looks sick. Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, I heard Virtual Fighter was back. I thought it was just gonna be a Virtual Fighter 6 and not like a 5 remake, but whatever. Oh yeah, I saw a trailer of this before. This kind of looks interesting. It's there's like friend slop, right? But then there's stuff like this and It Takes Two, Split Fiction, that I would say is like partner slop. So you're supposed to play it with like your significant other. It's a little different than friend slop. Okay. And one more thing. Oh, this ain't Animal Crossing. Oh, is this Resident Evil 9? I don't think so. What the heck? What is this? It's spooky scary. Is that a Resident Evil name? I guess it is Resident Evil 9 for Nintendo Switch 2. What the frick? I'm happy for my boyfriend who loves these games. I don't think this is Resident Evil 9 though, because they showed some Resident Evil 9 stuff, and this is like totally different. But it looks like Resident Evil, and I think Ashcroft. That's like from Resident Evil, I think. uh, Looking around paintings and stuff. Bag with limited inventory space. Yeah, this is Resident Evil. That's like the house. But like, what is this? Because this isn't Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9 takes place after that house is long gone. So this is like a Switch 2 exclusive Resident Evil spin-off, I guess. In case you didn't realize by now, then they show the umbrella. Requiem. Oh, it is Resident Evil 9, I guess. Huh. It is crazy to me that they showed a new trailer of it in the Nintendo Direct. Okay. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Sure. There's gotta be a one more thing after this, though. There's gotta be. Because they usually set that up with. There's one more announcement, you know? Ugh. Will it be Animal Crossing? Let's see. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right. I think if it's Animal Crossing now, I think there'll be more. Yes, Animal Crossing. There's my big city. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is definitely not Animal Crossing. This looks like Fire Emblem. Yeah, it's Fire Emblem. Okay. I mean, is it Fire Emblem? Does Fire Emblem have pointy ear people? But this has to be Fire Emblem. Yeah. It's the Fire Emblem Olympics. This one's about the Olympics. I guess. Sure. Yeah, it looks like Fire Emblem. I don't know. I mean, I'm very happy for the people that are super into those games, but I just never have been. And it's not through any reason that I think I dislike them or anything. I love tactical RPGs. Just never really got to it. I guess the aesthetics never really appealed to me that much, so I never, like... Oh, there they showed somebody doing an AoE attack, by the way. Is that new? Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I tried playing one of the GBA ones recently with a friend of mine, and we immediately killed off a character that was actually super important. And then we were told to just start over by a friend of mine that's really into Fire Emblem. She was like, "No, you fucked up your run. You got to start over." And I was like, "I don't want to do that." So then we just stopped. I don't know. We didn't know what we were doing. We were like, surely she can tank it. It was like the Dragon Rider lady. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Huh? Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave. Now there's a word that can also be like hair extensions. That can also be like. It sounds like Fortune's Weave. Ooh, what store did she get it from? What store did she get it? Where did Fortune get her weave? I'm so stupid. I should have drank coffee before I did this. My brain is still stupid mode. Alright. I will. Okay. Let's do a little summary. We'll take a look at our predictions. This turned out to basically be true. There was more 40th anniversary stuff than I considered, because I forgot that next year is the 40th anniversary. But there wasn't like a new 3D Mario, which makes sense. This didn't happen, this didn't happen, this didn't happen. This didn't happen, which really surprised me. It's crazy to me that they're doing Donkey Kong Bonanza paid DLC before they're adding any additional content to Mario Kart World, but whatever. New Fire Emblem or New Xenosaga, I was correct. There was one of those. New Zelda, they just don't have to, man. I realized they don't have to. They're already selling like hotcakes. We got 3 new Megas here. Makes sense. This, we didn't really get anything. We got the Amiibos. I guess I could count that as a new thing, because there's like the Amiibo FP mechanics and stuff too. But the reveal that there was going to be another entire direct just for Kirby Air Riders really, really cracked me up. There wasn't a new mode, but I'd say something on the level of the mode, the motorbike mechanic. So pretty accurate. Instead of one of these, basically I think the Resident Evil 9 announcement was meant to be on that tier. But overall I'd say the new Yoshi game, that was exciting. That wasn't on my radar at all, but I liked it. We want Animal Crossing. So true. Just ruined your reputation once again, Nintendo. Why am I reading this? What are these people talking about? I'll go back to looking at non-Spider-Man cards. Yeah, I don't know. It was alright. New Yoshi game looks cool. New Mario Tennis looks cool. I like that it has a single-player RPG. That's sweet. Collect all the fever rackets, I guess. Nothing too crazy, though. I don't know. I can't get over announcing paid DLC for Legends ZA before it releases. That is, like, crack smoking behavior to me. But whatever. Okay. I don't really have too much else to say, I think. There's none of those games I was so excited about that I want to go back through and like hyper-analyze the trailer. So it is what it is. I'll see you in the next one, I guess, which probably won't be until like around Christmas, maybe. Ha ha ha. Alright, now time to go back to watching movies. See ya.